Hi, I'm Felicia Gambino and welcome to What Do You Know? I'm here with Nia. Nia, how are you feeling today?
I am feeling a-okay. I was just now sick, so I'm glad I'm back, here.
Yeah, that's good. Are you ready for today's show?
No, I'm not. I have no clue.
Well, I think it's time that we talk about how the scoring works pretty much now. So this is how the game works. So the true or false, we have 3 questions, and first is true or false. True or false is 5 points. Multiple choice is 10. And the fill in the blank is 15 points. You also have a lifeline with you, which is 5 points. An unused lifeline is 5 extra points. And if it's used correctly, you only lose 5. If it's incorrectly used, then you lose 10. So, speaking of lifelines, who's your lifeline today, Nia?
My lifeline today is Ryan Pesta.
Hey guys, I'm excited to do this. I think I might know a thing or two. And just first time being a lifeline, I'm ready to go.
Are you really confident that you'll know anything?
I think I might get one. I think that's my only, well, I can only answer one, so I hope I get one.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
All right, I like the confidence. And with that confidence, I think it's time to reveal the topic. And it's the topic of color theory.
Wow.
So, yeah. I think it's time to move on to the first question.
Okay, so here we have our coloring wheel, and we're going to start with our primary colors, yellow, red, and blue, and these make up all the other colors out there. Next, we have our secondary colors, orange, purple, and green, and these are the combinations of those primaries. Then we finish with our tertiary colors, which are just combinations of all their neighbors. Happy coloring!
So with that, what do you possibly think my true or false question is going to be?
I have no clue. What is that? What's that supposed to
Well, here's the first question. On average, there are 12 colors on the color wheel. True or false?
On the
average
'cause,
art color wheel. Like on the average color wheel that most people use in art class that they're forced to make just in general, how many colors?
So, what?
Well, there's the regular 1 to 3, and then it goes into 6, and then it gets split. So I think that should be like 12. I'm failing.
So what are you going to say, true or false?
I'm going to go with true, because I like the number 12.
What a great reason.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
I think so.
Anyway, let's see if you were correct or not. You were correct. There are an average of 12 colors on your basic color wheel because with each color, like they get mixed in and stuff. So, yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
And with that, you already got the first one right. So how do you feel about the next 2?
I feel like I got that for sure.
All right. So I think it's time to move on to the next question.
To be confused with the word complement spelled with an I, a complement is something that completes or makes another thing better. A complement enhances something else. It either improves it or emphasizes its quality. For example, this sauce is the perfect complement to this food. This simply means that this sauce makes the food taste better. As it relates to art, complementary colors are pairs of colors that when used together create high contrast. Contrast is simply the arrangement of opposite elements, things that are different. This creates interest in any work of art. Complementary colors lie opposite each other on the color wheel.
So what do you possibly think the question's on?
Which colors complement each other or go
And with
into
that,
each
you are
other?
right. So question 2 is, what 2 colors aren't complementary? Orange and blue, green and red, or purple and pink?
Okay, so I know purple and pink are definitely complementary. Orange, wait, what was it, orange and blue?
It was
Oh,
orange
no.
and blue, green and red,
Green and
purple
red.
and pink.
I feel like green and red do work because mixing red with yellow, is it? No, yeah. It's like you mix some, I know you get something from mixing it with green. And I'm thinking of like orangeade right now, and I don't think orangeade works. So I'm gonna go with orange and blue.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Do you think you might need your lifeline, or are you gonna save him for the last question?
I might save him for the last question. I feel like I might need him.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. So let's see if you got that right or not.
Really? But they're like together.
No, purple and pink are next to each other.
Yeah, they're next to each other. Aren't they complementary? Like they're right next to each other.
No, wait. The question was if they aren't complementary.
Oh, so I read that wrong.
Yeah. At least you got one right.
At least I got one right.
Yeah, so now we have our last question, and I think we should honestly see it.
An analogous color scheme is made up of 2 to 4 colors sitting next to each other on the color wheel. These are just a few examples of analogous color schemes. A split complementary color scheme is made up of a base color and the 2 colors adjacent to its complementary color. A tetradic color scheme is made up of 4 colors arranged into 2 complementary pairs. And a square color scheme is made up of 4 complementary colors evenly spaced around the color wheel.
So how did you feel watching that video?
So I actually forgot what I just now watched.
Well, that's a great sign.
Yeah.
So now, are you ready to see your final question?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, what is the term for colors that are 3 colors of equal distance apart on the color wheel? What's with that look?
I only know like the hashtags and like the numbers afterwards.
Yeah, that's definitely the word.
So,
I mean, you have a lifeline
I
that
do
might
have
know.
a lifeline. Can you do a little pearly smile?
So
at
you're
me?
gonna
If
you're
know
gonna use
it?
your lifeline?
Oh man, I don't think. Do you want to use me right now? Because I don't know if I know it.
Oh, I don't know any better, do I? I mean, but that would give me like, how much is that? Like 10 points if I do get it by myself, or
15 points if you get it by yourself, and it would minus 10 if you use him and he gets it wrong.
okay. Well, he's not smiling at me, so I don't think he knows it. I don't know it. So we're gonna give you a guess, since those are primary colors, secondary colors. Uno, dos, tres. What? How do say? Is it like in a different language, or like?
No, it's human language.
Is it like in German? Like.
Well, do you have an answer?
We are gonna go with. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sound stupid. I was gonna say thirdary colors.
Thirdary?
Thirdary.
Is that your final answer?
I'm gonna go with. Bro, this is so. I would have gotten the second question right if I read it right. So I'm just gonna pretend that I have like 20 points right now, like in my head. But I'm gonna go with. Oh,
Thirdary.
thirdary. I don't.
So that's the answer. That's the one you're going with.
You can smile at me right now.
Can we reveal the answer? It's triangle.
Yes.
Colors that are 3 that are.
I'm not gonna lie, if I had to do it, I was gonna say trinomial.
At least you had like the 3s.
At least
you had
it was like in a different language or something. Or like another like.
Is that German you said? I think it's time to see how you did on this color theory. These questions. You got 10 points.
Wow. Well,
Was that higher or lower than you expected?
it's. I think that's the mean. That's what I expected. But I feel like I would have had more if I understood the second question because I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
So technically, I do in fact have 20 points. So yeah. Thank you.
Well, I hope you had fun on this color theory show.
Thank you.
And yeah, that is What Do You Know? I'm Felicia Gambino, and thank you for watching.
Mike Rowe on the student organization known as Skills USA.
Well, everybody talks about high unemployment. It seems to me that the real problem is the skills gap. There are opportunities available, millions of them. Skills USA is on the front line. They're encouraging soft skills and specific skills. They're the connective tissue in between the opportunities that exist and the hopes that a lot of parents and kids have for their own future.
Learn more at skillsusa.org and microworks.org.
Skills USA, champions at work.